Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our women's lacrosse season preview is head coach Russell Mackey. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thanks.
All right, first to kick things off, what is your goals/expectations for this season?
Well, we're still in a building mode, only a few years old, and one of those years or two of those years being COVID. So, constant improvement. Certainly, we want to continue and improve, and we certainly like to do better record-wise than we did last year. But I think one of our primary goals is to make it into the conference this year, which I think we can do with this group.
All right, and then what would you say your team's strengths are for this season?
I think before we get into the skills and our pure performance, we've got a really great team with a positive attitude, a very patient team, and they've recognized that some players are not as far advanced as others, and they just have a great attitude towards helping those players get to where they need to be without getting frustrated. And they have a deep faith, to be honest with you. So between those two, faith and patience, call it, which when I think about, I'm a John Wooden disciple of the Pyramid of Success, and those are two of his highest levels of his pyramid. That's what this team has. So we start right there with that being one of the strengths of the team. Then I'd say leadership. Not to say we haven't had great leadership in the past, but I'm really excited about the leadership we have this year. A couple seniors, and then we have a junior, Riley Tull, who are really bringing the team together, really pushing them as well. So leadership is certainly one of the strengths. We have some returning players, and we've got some good talent on the team. Bring that all together, we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. And then going into your returners, you had a few key players, part of the inaugural team that did graduate, but you still have quite a few core players returning for this year.
Well, we have two seniors, Madison and Greta, Madison Leonard and Greta Nezarash. One's that attack, Greta, and the other one, Madison. And speaking of a great team attitude, we do have a new freshman goalie, and Madison played in the field in her previous life in high school and before then, as well as played goal in the goal. And she is really, without hesitation, willing to step out of the goal, come onto the field, because she's an outstanding defender. And so she's been playing defense for us in practices and our scrimmages. And even though she's been all conference or honorable mention anyways as a goalie, she's got a great team attitude, so she's going to play in the field for the most part this season. So those two that were part of the inaugural team certainly are a strength, and they're part of our leadership squad as well. And then we have, as I mentioned, Riley Tull, who's a junior, and she's coming on strong. Hopefully we keep her healthy. She had some concussion issues last year. She probably would have been our leading scorer if she hadn't incurred those.
Okay, and then going into kind of like your underclassmen for some of your impact sophomores, and then your new freshmen coming in.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start with the juniors actually, because some of the juniors came to, I call it our rescue, a couple of years back, or we wouldn't have been had the numbers to even field the team. So your Caitlin Stewart's, Lexi Barrett, Elisa Mendiola. I don't want to miss anybody, and a few others who have just really accelerated the learning curve and have come on very strong for us. So they're lacrosse players now. As far as the sophomores go, we've got Emma and Avery, who one's an attack, one's a midfielder who was our leading scorer last year in Emma. So we're excited about those two returners. And then we have Lauren Brown and Lily Casey and Myland White, who just almost coming out of nowhere were on the soccer team, are on the soccer team, stepped in, and their skills have improved greatly. So we're going to expect big things out of them because they're a heck of an athlete, and they're going to contribute. As far as the new players go, we've got Erin Bentley, who's got a very good stick. She'll play down low at attack as a freshman. And then we have our goalie, Ali Rastrali, playing in the goal. And then Mac Van Benthuizen, who's going to be our midi for us. So we're excited about those players. And then we have Kate Escobar, who's got a pretty good stick out of Lawrence North. So we're excited about those players.
All right, and then so we have our home opener on Wednesday. That is against Marian, Indiana. Clarifying because we do play Marian, Wisconsin as well.
Right.
But we play Marian out of Indianapolis. What are your expectations out of Marian?
Well, they're a very well coached team. They're a disciplined team. We really kind of enjoyed playing them last year, and we came out on top. So I hope we come out on top again. But it was just good lacrosse, and so I don't know how well they recruited, what she really has for freshmen per se that may strengthen their team. But I see a pretty evenly matched game, and if we did have one or two injured players last year, even in that victory. So I'm hoping that we play smart, we play patiently on offense, and we should come out on top.
All right, and then finally, what does your team need to do this year to be successful?
I think I go back to the improvement department. We are just in a constant state of improvement, and they really embrace it. They're an incredible, coachable team, coachable by myself as well as some of the upperclassmen or those players that have been playing since they were younger, who really know the game. So I think that's the key to our success, is just that constant improvement, getting to a really unified, stronger team than we probably have had in the past.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more content, any more previews we put out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your women's lacrosse team this season. They are at home for their home opener. It's at Wednesday at 6 o'clock here at Mackey Stadium, so be sure to check that out. Coach Mackey, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you.